Predictions, Buford versus North Cobb. Who you got?
Well, this one's going to be on TV. It's going to be a great game. For me, I'm going to go with Buford right off the bat.
Okay.
They look like the most complete team in the state of Georgia to me right now. Offensively, Justice Haynes running back, Dylan Whipkey at quarterback. You've got KJ Bolden. Defensively, very strong. They showed up against Thompson, the defending state champions from Alabama. North Cobb, they struggled a little bit against Westlake, allowed over 150 yards rushing. So I think that's a mismatch that Buford's going to exploit and maybe even win by 2 scores.
Wow.
Maybe.
You got that. So you know what? I'm going to go the other way, and I'm going to say in Malachi, I trust. Here's what I'm going to say. I haven't seen Buford. I love you up there. You know you my people up there. Got great friends up there, all that kind of stuff. Coach App, you are one of the most respected men in Georgia. Let's talk coach. Men. But I haven't seen y'all stop Malachi Singleton the past 2 years. The only thing I saw stop him was an ankle sprain. That was it. So I'm going to roll with Malachi. I'm going to roll with Coach Queen. And I'm going to tell you what, Xavier Jackson, that receiver, has come up big for them, and he's going to make some plays. Either way, man, you got Buford. I got North Cobb. It's going to be a fantastic game. Dutchtown versus Jonesboro.
So this is an interesting game. That's not going to be on the radar for a lot of the people watching it who want to see the big-time teams. But Dutchtown's defense has stepped up so far this season. They've played Stevenson, I think, held them to 14. And then last week had a solid performance as well. Jonesboro, on the other hand, now, they've played good competition. Last week, they played Cartersville. It's hard to look good against a team like Cartersville, but they did. They put up 16 on Cartersville, which is very respectable. I think Dutchtown still wins this. They're playing at home.
Okay.
And I think that Dutchtown defense comes through for, I think we'll go with a 1-score win.
I got my upset alert.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, Jonesboro. Circle the wagons. Get the Cardinals going. The Nest, whatever it is you want to say you want to do. I think Jonesboro has an upset. Look, they learned something about themselves last week against Cartersville. They learned that they can play a tough game and still, be okay and get something out of it, right? But they're young. They're getting better every single day. I think they pull off an upset. Dutchtown's going to be good, right? Hey, they got the players back there. Jamal Bing at running back. He can do some good things, but I think it's going to be Jonesboro's day. You got Dutchtown. I got Jonesboro. It's going to be a good game. Here's one that people aren't talking about, but I think it's going to be a good one. Jones County versus Perry.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
This is an underrated game.
Yes.
To say it.
Yes.
Jones County, they returned almost every starter from last year's team except the quarterback, but they found a replacement in Judd Anderson.
Yes.
He's very, very good. Jones County's offense is very explosive, but so is Perry's offense. Perry put up 56 points last week, but what let them down is their defense, who allowed 57 to Houston County.
And that is an issue.
That is an issue.
That is an issue.
This is going to be an offensive showdown. I think that Jones County wins, and I think it's going to be a game where you might see both teams top 40.
Really?
Yeah. Armar Gordon Jr. for Perry.
Okay.
Very strong. I think he threw 380 yards, threw for 380 yards
Yes.
last week. He's going to be the X factor offensively. Jones County's got to do all they can to stop him.
So you're saying Jones County?
I am saying Jones.
All right, cool. I got that. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. Perry showed up last week without a defense. I love you guys, but that's what happened. Perry's going to show up again this week without a defense.
Oh, boy.
But that's not who wins the game. It's who has the most points. Perry's going to put up another 50.
Wow.
Another 50.
50.
And it's going to be a 49-50 game. I'm going to go with Perry just off that right there because Perry's like, look, hey, let him score. Apparently that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Try to put some points up.
It works.
If it works, it works. We shall see. You got Jones County. I got Perry. Cedar Grove taking on Westlake. Another good one.
This actually might be my game of the week.
Okay.
Two great teams. Cedar Grove, now it's been a bit tumultuous. Their schedule is the hardest in the state. They're coming off a win against Bainbridge, and their game last week kind of threw them for a loop. They didn't play a game against previously scheduled Miami Edison.
Yep.
Westlake, on the other hand, they look sharp. They come out of the gate almost beating North Cobb, and then they blow out Crisp County 47-7.
Yes.
On TV too. I think Westlake is firing on all cylinders right now. Cedar Grove had 17 penalties in their first game against Bainbridge. Could that be due to the weather? Who knows? But I think if they maintain that level of 17 penalties, it's going to be a long night. I got Westlake in this one.
You know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually agree with him on this one. Look, man, I think the bands are going to be rocking on both sides. It's going to be a great environment. Everybody's going to be out there doing the thing. It's going to be a packed house. But here's what I learned in the first game with North Cobb. Coach Zach has that Westlake defense playing amazing.
I totally agree.
The offense just needed time. And now that they're rolling, now they understand, hey, and RJ you trust, you got Jaden Thomas running that ball as well, and you got the big man, half amazing at left tackle, and Juan Gass, who is a first-round draft pick coming up soon. Just get ready. I think that becomes too much for them, for a Cedar Grove team that's might be a little bit rusty because they haven't played, so it's going to get tough for them. And people don't understand just how good Westlake will be. You got Westlake, I got Westlake. It's going to be a great game nonetheless. Then we have our TV game for NBC 11 Live, Team 1-1 and Born to Compete this Friday at 7:30. It's a good one. I can't predict the game since I'll be there, but you'll predict the game. Rome versus Carrollton, who you got?
This is becoming one of Georgia's greatest rivalries, and we know why. Every year there's stars upon stars, and they always put up a great show for us. Rome won it last year, 45-27, but this year, tables have turned a little bit. You've got Carrollton and quarterback Julian Lewis. He's a freshman. He's already passed for 9 touchdowns.
He's special.
He's one of the best players in the nation, and probably the best for his classification.
He's special, yes he is.
But he hasn't played a defense as hawking as Rome's front center. So I will go with Rome over Carrollton.
Man, I can't do predictions, but here's what I can say. Reese at quarterback, he'll be in here a little bit later. He's good. This Rome team has been together since they were in 6th grade, right?
Yep.
They played together, they won some ball games. This Carrollton team, you know, they got some new pieces, new parts. Julian's special. We've had some good ones come through Born to Compete, and he is just as good as all of them, with the Trevor, the Harrison, the Justin Fields, all of them in his own special way, of course. So it's going to be a good one. But make sure you catch that game Friday night, NBC 11 Live, Team 1-1, as we live stream the game. It's going to be a good one. Rome versus Carrollton. Make sure you catch it.